What's up, everybody? Anime World here today. We're back again with What If Naruto is a Senju, Part 7. So, we left off where Sasuke didn't get jealous of Naruto's abilities. So he wanted to stay in the Leaf Village with the sound for staying in prison. Except for the fourth one dying, and Kinemaro still staying in his cell, I guess, or still near death, I think. But he dies either way, so yeah, forget him. And with Naruto and Jiraiya leaving the Leaf Village. So now we start off with Naruto and Jiraiya coming back to the Leaf Village. And Naruto and Jiraiya saying hi to everyone and Naruto's friends and saying hi to Tsunade and then Kakashi. And then that's when Naruto wants to go meet Sasuke. And then he finds Sasuke and he says, Sasuke. And Sasuke says, Naruto. Sasuke just smiles and says, it's been a while. And then he says, did you get stronger on your journey? And then Naruto's like, heck yeah, I totally got stronger. Maybe even stronger than you. Sasuke's like, you want to test that theory? And Naruto's like, yep. So they go fight in the place where they first became official Genin. And then before they fight, Naruto and Jiraiya are talking. Jiraiya says, Naruto, don't use your summoning toad mouth bind. Naruto's like, of course I wouldn't. If I did, then Sasuke would, die. And Jiraiya says, and also don't use your Earth style underworld swamp. I don't know what it's called. That one he used against Orochimaru's snakes in season something when he was learning the Rasengan in the anime. So, yeah, that's when Naruto and Sasuke, they start their fight. And then they start their clash with Sasuke showing off his Sharingan, his three Tomoe Sharingan that he had the whole time since they're young. Naruto already knows that, so he uses a bit of the Nine Tails chakra, just a bit, just to boost his abilities. And then that's when they start with their taijutsu, and Naruto's fast, but Sasuke can see his movements. Every time Naruto's hiding underground, Sasuke just uses more jutsus that he learned to get Naruto out of underground. And Sasuke is more skilled with the Sharingan than the anime, since he's got to train with Kakashi for 2.5 years. So I'm gonna say he's not as strong as the anime. Season 2, as strong as the anime, Sasuke. But he is more skilled. Not as strong, but more skilled. So, yeah, their taijutsu fight they're both even. That's when Sasuke grabs Naruto's hand, and then kicks his rib cage, then kicks his leg, and then jumps in the air from Naruto's body, and then prepares a fireball jutsu, with Naruto just coming behind Sasuke with his flying Raijin that he placed on Sasuke's back. And then he says, it's time that I've won. And Sasuke says, that's not gonna happen. Then Naruto pulls out his Minato kunai, and then and both of them just smile, with Naruto applying wind chakra into it to sharpen its sharpness, and Sasuke also applying lightning chakra into his blade. I'm not gonna call it Snake Blade because he's not with Orochimaru, so I'm just gonna call it Blade. And then so they both clash with their weapons, with there being not giant explosion, but a sound. So with that, they fall down to the ground and then jump away, with both running at each other. Sasuke prepares his Chidori. No. He doesn't prepare Chidori. He prepares his lightning blade because he got to train with Kakashi. So he's learning his jutsus. So he prepares a lightning blade, and Naruto prepares his Rasengan. And since he's not like his canon counterpart, he's smarter, not rushing things, he can do a one-hand Rasengan this time. And Sasuke's surprised to that. And when they clash, Naruto's surprised because his lightning blade is actually the same strength as his Rasengan. So he thinks that Sasuke's gone really strong. Till they both back away, and Sasuke and Naruto's hand are singed from that attack because they know if they did that way too long, their hands would have been blown off. So that's when Sasuke jumps back and then prepares his fire style dragon flame jutsu and shoots it in the air, making a giant explosion and with a dust cloud coming out. And then Sasuke jumps on a tree and then prepares a Kirin. And Naruto sees this and says, so he prepared a new jutsu of his own. Well, I did the same. So he brings out his Rasengan and then applies more chakra into it, making a giant Rasengan. And then that's when Jiraiya notices that Naruto is summoning a bit of the Nine Tails chakra. And he knows what's going to happen. So he stops Naruto, saying, Naruto, stop! With Kakashi stopping Sasuke, saying, Sasuke, stop, don't use that jutsu. And Jiraiya scolding Naruto, saying, Naruto, you know if you use that jutsu, you're going to obliterate Sasuke. Naruto's like, I know, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. And Jiraiya's like, I just forgot, you created that jutsu. I should have told you not to use that jutsu as well. Why is it that the jutsu I taught you were death jutsus? And then Kakashi scolds Sasuke, saying, Sasuke, you can't use that jutsu. You know if you use it, you could kill Sakura and the others and kill Naruto. And heck, you might even kill yourself. So you don't use that jutsu. Only when it's an enemy battle and you're in a tough situation. Use that jutsu when you're in a tough situation, okay? Sasuke's like, okay. So Kakashi says that maybe it's a good idea if we just do the bell test. So they do the bell test and just Naruto, he goes for a barrage of punches, and Kakashi just dodging them all because of his Sharingan. But he doesn't want to touch Naruto because he knows if one punch hits him, then it's over. So he's just dodging them until he jumps back. And Sasuke prepares his fireball jutsu, with Kakashi jumping back again until Sakura is in the air with her serious punch, I guess. I'm going to call it that. And then slams into the ground, but Kakashi just jumps back and then jumps into a tree saying, this is a lot harder than when they were kids. So he just starts running off until they start to find him and just do a barrage of jutsus to catch Kakashi off guard until they finally get the bells because Sasuke knows Kakashi's weaknesses and Naruto knows he likes the book. So he wants to spoil it. So yeah, with both of their knowledge, they get the bells. And so now, just like in the anime, they leave to go find Gaara with Kankuro still getting hurt and Gaara still getting captured by the Akatsuki. So while they're leaving, they find Kankuro poisoned, and Sakura heals him up and gets all the poison out. Until they leave to go find Gaara now. And just like in the anime, the 30% Itachi comes. And then before Itachi can fight them, Naruto says, "Guys, hold on. Let Sasuke handle this." And Sasuke's like, "Thank you, Naruto. I owe you one." Naruto's like, "You do." So now they start their fight. And their fight goes the same as the anime, except Sasuke isn't as hurt. And Sasuke's just weaker until he uses his curse mark level 2, and Kakashi's surprised, saying, "Hold on, Sasuke, where did you? Don't tell me you've been practicing that while we were not training. I told you not to use that technique or that form. I guess." But Sasuke didn't listen, so he uses this while he was training by himself in the Leaf Village. So he doesn't lose a wing like in the anime because he's more skilled with the Sharingan. So he just dodges the Amaterasu barely, until Sasuke uses his Kirin. And then uses his Kirin to slam into Itachi's body, his whole body, just making Itachi really hurt near death. Until Itachi uses his Susanoo and then tries to attack Sasuke, but Sasuke just backs off and tries to break the shield of armor with his lightning blade. Chidori on his blade, I guess. But it just got repelled back, like full counter, but not. Until Itachi just touches Sasuke's forehead and then falls down to the ground, dead. And then Sasuke unlocks his Mangekyo Sharingan. And then he falls down to the ground exhausted, with Sakura healing his eyes and him charging up his chakra, building up his chakra. And then that's when they all leave to find Gaara. And like normal, Gaara still gets Shukaku. He still loses Shukaku with him dying. Then Deidara taking his body. I don't know why he needs his body anymore. But he takes his body with him in his clay dragon. And then Kakashi tells Naruto and Sasuke to go after him. And I'll stay here with Sakura and Lady Chiyo to fight Sasori. And the fight is a lot better than the anime. And Kakashi doesn't pass out because or over chakra usage because he doesn't need to use Kamui that much. So Naruto and Sasuke leave to Deidara, and the fight is different than the anime. Since Sasuke is a prodigy, he sees, while he was fighting Itachi, he sees Itachi using some Amaterasus. So he tries to copy what Itachi did and uses his Amaterasu and burning the clay dragon, with Deidara taking Gaara's body, jumping in the air. And that's what Sasuke and Naruto wanted. And that's when Naruto makes a Rasengan and then uses more chakra and then uses the Nine Tails chakra again, like I said before. But because of that, all of that stacked together, Naruto makes his massive Rasengan and then slams into Deidara, just disintegrating him, I guess. Since the massive Rasengan is mountain level, then I'm just gonna say it disintegrates him, I guess. Or either way, he's dead anyway, so yeah. And Sasuke grabs Gaara's body and jumps away, with Naruto jumping too. And then they all find the same place where all that grass was, and Lady Chio says that she's gonna offer her life to save Gaara, and she doesn't have that much chakra, but Naruto lends some help and or life force, and Naruto lends help with that. So yeah, Lady Chu's dead, but Gaara's alive. With everyone happy that Gaara's alive. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like the video, comment down below, hit the bell icon, and peace.